Welcome to What's Niggling Me. Got my brother here, was gonna go over some stuff from the week, and I stumbled upon a little rabbit hole 10 minutes ago. Ryan, what do you know? Actually, we'll wait. Ryan, do you know who Brock Pierce is?
No.
Okay. Brock Pierce is one of the first stories I stumbled upon that was, I would say I stumbled upon it right after I kind of was hearing about Corey Feldman. You know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
The Goonies?
Yeah, Corey Feldman.
So when he was coming out about what's going on in Hollywood, there was a documentary called Den, and Brock Pierce was in it, and a few other people. And I'm not looking to fame this person because this person has a lot of money now. This person, if you watch the Den documentary, and this is years ago, I'm not sure when that documentary was out, but it was before Quiet on the Set. It was before everything. It was before the Me Too, I'm pretty sure, stuff. It was before Harvey Weinstein. It was before all that stuff. These guys, apparently, according to the documentary, which has more sourced information than me and videos, they were luring teenagers. The only difference between these guys and John Wayne Gacy was John Wayne Gacy strung these kids up and fucked them and killed them. But these guys were fucking young kids, young teenagers, boys. These guys are pederasts. Like these guys, yeah, they were in their mansions, and I hear this in the Hamptons, and I hear this kind of stuff go on in these rich neighborhoods, that these parties. Watch Den's a crazy documentary. So I see Brock Pierce. I haven't followed Brock Pierce, obviously. He's a sick fuck. And according to the Den documentary. And so I see that Brock Pierce is one of the founders of Tether. And I'm not interested in Tether because it's a crypto US dollar backed currency. Like if I go on my crypto app right now, it says that Tether's worth like $1.48 or something because that's our currency exchange rate with the US dollar. But it's backed, like, I don't know, like people, when they sell their crypto, like say in the US, they'll buy Tether because it's crypto. It's not a deflationary, it's not the US dollar, but it's the US dollar that you can use like a Bitcoin type of deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's one of the co-founders, and this guy's worth probably around $1 billion now. And I can't believe it. So when I see this 15 minutes ago, that Brock Pierce is one of the founders of Tether, I have no interest in Tether, so I've never looked into it. But when I see that, I'm like, are you fucking serious? The same Brock Pierce from 10 years ago? So I see this motherfucker has Instagram. This motherfucker ran as an independent fucking in 2020. Zero chance. But this guy has rebranded himself. He's older. Like, this guy's an actual, like, he was like, I don't know if he was like late 20s or early 30s when he was doing this to young boys, according to Den. And so now, you know what I mean? He's probably in his 40s or something like that. Maybe he's 50. But I click his Instagram, and I'm like, we have 5 mutual followers, eh? Who are they? Kai Green, High Res, you know that guy? The rapper, the white Jewish guy, he got big by rapping, driving Uber, and then say going to McDonald's and rapping a menu. Okay. Crypto. This guy's one of like the biggest personal crypto holders. That's not like a business. Like, you know what I mean? He's not a FTX. He doesn't own a coin. He trades like $50 million type of like trades and stuff like this guy. So I've been following this guy for a long time, since 2020. I've been following this guy when I got into it, because this guy he was at the World Economic Forum. He talked with these people. So I need to know what this guy knows. So I follow that guy. Another guy I don't know, his name is Jim Quick. All these people are verified YouTube or verified Instagram accounts. And then James O'Keefe, which I find extremely interesting, that James O'Keefe, he follows James O'Keefe. Because I know he wouldn't want James O'Keefe to look into him, I imagine. Or I don't, but you know what? I don't know the Thai. Maybe they're around the same age and they were friends when they were young. You know, I don't know. I don't know at all. Just assumptions. Then I'm like, what do I click? I clicked, who is he following? And he's following 2,481 people. And I seen, like, you know, he's got Rogan and Lex Friedman, Trump Jr. and stuff. Like, he's got the Barstool people. Then what did I click? Oh, you know who he does follow? What do you know about Freemasons? You ever hear about them?
I've heard about it, yeah.
So I click the Freemason. I'm like, no way. I clicked out of the 2,000 something. Hey, this Brock Pierce has 133,000 followers. Okay, so like it's not a small account or anything, and he only follows 2,481 people, and one of them's the Freemasons. I clicked the Freemasons. West Brompton, Southwest 10, London, United Kingdom. Yep, that's where they came out of. They only follow 33 people, and they have 149K followers. So it says Freemasons _official, and guess what? We have no mutual followers, me and the Freemasons. Nobody I follow. So Rogan, you know, none of these people I follow like that. It could be Trump, and like they're not following. But so then I'm like, you know, who are they following, right? Like they only follow 33 people. I gotta know who they follow. And so there's some people out here I don't know. Freemasons official follows Pitbull, follows the UFC. Grant Cardone, you know that guy?
Yeah.
I think that guy is the shadiest motherfucker. Like, that guy is a grifter. I would never trust that guy. I think that guy is a great liar. He's really good at scamming and conning people. My personal opinion.
What is that?
I've just seen him talk a lot. And I would never trust that guy. Never, ever. Then I see Michael Rappaport. The Freemasons follow that guy. I swear the one episode where I was pissed about what Donald Trump's doing in the Middle East, I started that episode, I'm pretty sure, with this guy used to call Donald Trump Dick Stain Donald. And and then I see the Freemasons, of their 33 they follow Michael Rappaport. They follow Conor McGregor, Rolls-Royce cars. Now I gotta click this because I don't know who's this. It's Rick Ross, Car and Bike Show. And I see Slim Thug. And another person I follow, I don't know who that person exactly is though that I follow. T.I. The Freemasons follow T.I. Freemasons follow Leonardo. Yeah, out of the 33 people in the fucking world, they follow T.I. and Leonardo DiCaprio. Those are the people that I know. Now there's other people on here I don't know, like this person, and like there's other verified people on here. I don't know who this is, but oh, it's Rich Fashion. Jacob Arabo, 3.4 million followers. I think it's Jacob and Jewelers. You know what that?
Jacob and Co.
I think this guy's probably the owner of Jacob and Jewelers. House of Leaders. 1.4 million followers. It is Asian. Brilliant Lou is the founder of it. 42k followers. Don't know who the person is. Brilliant Lou. BrilliantLou.com. I don't know what they sell. I'm not clicking that many fucking things. What other person does this person follow? Does the Freemasons follow? Edgar Gemma has a picture of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone in an arm wrestle. And their other picture is a black person. Why the Freemasons follow this person with 80 followers? Don't know. Another person I've never heard of. They're Spanish, maybe. He's only got 300 followers. Why are the Freemasons only following a few of these people? Yet 150,000 fucking people follow them.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck.
And they go and follow 33 people. I got more research to do. I can't believe I just stumbled upon it. What's Brock Pierce up to? And then I find Freemasons. But they don't follow him, which is interesting. The Freemasons.
Scary path to go down.
Brock Pierce, chairman of the Bitcoin Foundation, futurist, venture philanthropist, economist. I don't trust that guy. I don't trust that guy. He could have all the same views I have, but if you fuck kids, I'm not on board, bud.
We do not follow.
Oh, 39 minutes ago, Donald Trump has posted, "These Houthis gathered for instructions on an attack. Oops, there will be no attack by these Houthis." And he shows them blowing their ship up. Or
Oh, I'm seeing it right here.
Or what does he blow up? I don't know what they blow up. But I'm sure we're going to find out.
Just killing people, man.
I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. Pretty crazy. This Brock Pierce. Oh, Brock Pierce United Nations, bro. Like, I'm telling you. I don't like what this guy. Puerto Rico. Oh, I did see Jake Paul on his follower thing. Yeah, man. I don't know about Brock Pierce. You know what I think is that he was a child actor, and it started there.
That's where it goes downhill.
And that's what I think. Watch the Den movie and tell me it doesn't seem like that's what was going on. Or documentary. Where the fuck's the lighter at, right? No light.
Hope you don't have one.
Did you watch all the Dave Smith on Rogan?
No.
Real interesting. Like, how far did you get? So you're re-recording?
Let me see.
Let's see.
I have 2 hours and 47 minutes left.
What? I thought it was 2 hours and 51 minutes.
Oh, then maybe this is lying. Oh yeah, I'm definitely further than that. I don't know. I went all the way back for some reason. Let's do a good amount.
Pretty funny when he talked about Gaddafi, eh?
I feel like I don't even remember that part.
they brought up Gaddafi because of them going and taking over countries, like if they don't agree with them. And Joe's like, he was giving out interest-free loans, and I'm like, I know. Listen to my podcast. He was doing way more than that. He was fucking. They had the biggest water irrigation system in the entire world for fields and everything to grow like crops and stuff like that. And then when they killed Gaddafi, NATO blew that water irrigation system up, so millions of people didn't have water.
Who blew that?
NATO. Well, obviously, the majority U.S. Is involved in that, but they had free electricity. Did you know that? The whole country had free electricity. Nobody got an electricity bill. The government paid for it. Bro, they had so much gold. And silver. I'm pretty sure Gaddafi had 144 tons of gold and 144 tons of silver. I'm pretty sure that 1 ton of gold is $3,000 roughly. No. One ton of gold is roughly $100,000, okay? And they had 144 tons of it. And I'm pretty sure they had 144 tons of silver. And 1 ounce of silver is like roughly $80, I think. But can't think of how much a ton would be. Bro, and they had oil. I don't know what that answer is. I'm not doing that math. Yeah, good, bro. Libya was killing it when they murdered him. And then Joe even said it. He's like, then they were trading slaves. And there was a slave market. But yeah, they didn't go in too much, but like Gaddafi's like the biggest example of fucking that country up when they were fucking, because he wanted to have a gold-backed currency for Africa. And now Ibrahim Traore is trying the same thing. All right, let's see what's going on here. Did you? You didn't watch any Terrence Howard one, right?
No.
Bro, the most intense part is the end part. Has nothing to do with the pod. Has nothing to do with the pod. Like, he talks to the Chinese NASA guy, which you have to really pay attention to, because this guy's never been on a podcast, bro. He doesn't understand about talking into the mic. So I had to fucking turn a portable speaker on and turn it up and pay attention to him, because this guy's clearly never been on anything like this. If any speaking he does, he probably has a mic attached to his shirt or something. So he keeps trying to talk to Terrence Howard and Patrick Bet-David and turning away from his mic all the time. But he's super intelligent. Plus, Terrence Howard doesn't know how to talk to, I suppose the topic, you can't dumb it down, maybe. That's the issue. It is super hard to understand. And I'm telling you, I listen to some real fucking nerds that are autistic, and I can understand them better than I can understand Terrence Howard and this NASA physicist. Patrick Bet-David got a guy that is a NASA physicist, so that he could have, huh?
And like, he's saying that Terrence Howard's right?
Some of the things, bro, he agrees with Terrence Howard on some things, and he was right about things bro, it's incredible. I finished the thing thinking, bro, this is incredible, because what I've been saying about how like any history books that we grew up with, even like science books we grew up with about like just dating of humans on Earth, anything that we grew up with, especially because these textbooks weren't like published the year we were like going into school or anything, right? We had textbooks that were written like in the 80s and stuff, in the 70s, like some of the things, the information that like is based off of that we learned. Today's historical and scientific things, so many things we learned is wrong. Just even the dating of like the Earth and stuff like that. Like I'm pretty sure when we were in school, it was they would have taught us that it was a few billion years old, and now I'm like it's 8 billion or more for sure. Like they've proven 8 billion or more because the telescopes have gotten better to look out there and shit. But like the theory of gravity is wrong by Thomas Edison. You know, like the story of I want to say it's like Thomas Edison is the guy, right? Nah, maybe that's not the guy. Sir Isaac Newton, that's the guy. Maybe Sir Isaac Newton is the gravity guy, and that guy's equation is wrong. It needs an adjustment because they just like. But the issue with this, Terrence Howard is having the exact same issue Graham Hancock is having. The exact same issue is that they don't and trust the science people don't want to let people in that don't have PhDs, right? Graham Hancock, you know how he's been treated, right? Like, and obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
disgusting.
They don't want to even acknowledge as like anything if he discovered anything, they don't want to acknowledge it, right? Like he's not getting any peer reviews or nothing. That's how they're treating Terrence Howard because his stuff is relatively new. Graham Hancock's been trying to been working on this stuff for decades, right? Terrence Howard is more relatively new, and he's getting the exact same treatment Graham Hancock's gotten. Even though like some of the things that Graham Hancock has proven, like that people were in North America longer than what we learned in school over the Bering Strait that they came over. You remember kind of vaguely hearing that?
Mm-hmm.
What we were taught in school, it's been dated like 10,000 more years back. I believe that they found these spear tips that are like 20,000 plus years old, I think, in North America. That people came over here from over in like Russia, basically, Asia, Russia, over here over 20,000 years ago. We learned like 10,000 something years, I think, in school. And it took a long time. They didn't believe it for a long time. They ruined people's careers that came up with this like research, the Clovis tips or whatever. But Terrence Howard's getting that treatment, bro. And Terrence Howard looks like he's correct on things. And are you gonna watch it? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Like it's pretty crazy. Like, and I'm a huge Terrence Howard fan because I seen him in a lot of things over his like career. Like when that Hustle and Flow movie was so cool at the age I was. Like I was like 16 or something when that came out. Bro, Hustle and Flow was one of the coolest movies when I was 16. And because he rapped, bro. Like he can rap and sing. And so then he did Empire. You heard of it?
Nope.
Bro, Hustle and Flow, like 10 years or more later, that movie was turned into a show. And Hustle and Flow probably has 5 seasons. And he's Hustle and Flow, the plot of that is he goes from a pimp in the hood to a rapper out of his shitty house that he's selling drugs out of and pimping girls out of. And then 10 years later, he's like he's like Warner Brothers type of deal. He's got his massive record label 10 years later, and that's him in the show, Terrence Howard. It's pretty cool. But you had to have like watched Hustle and Flow, and then you watch that, and he's that same character. He's like his rapper's name. He's got kids and shit like that now. It's pretty cool, like that storyline of it. But then he did this movie way back. It's one of like my favorite movies. That I can't even think of what the movie is called, but it's with Jodie Foster. You know who that girl is?
I know the name for whatever reason.
She's one of the only child actors that didn't go insane. What might you know her from? She does this cool alien movie way back in the day. The movie I'm talking about. I can't tell you any of the movies I'm talking about. I can't name because I can't remember any. I'll pull her out. She does it cool. It's got a big satellite on the cover of the movie, the old alien movie. IMDb. Good actress. Joints out. I was talking to her too much. I gotta get off that screen. Why didn't you tell me to get off that fucking screen? It's been doing the PlayStation screen the whole fucking time.
The demo?
No, the fucking main screen. This whole time we've been talking, that fucking PlayStation noise has been going on. I'm sure that's awesome fucking... What's that fucking called in the background? Like that, just like... Or people like listening to that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. What is it called? What do people like? They like that fucking sounds.
ASMR?
Yep, that. Do you think people think the PlayStation is fucking ASMR? Because I don't. I fucking hate that noise. But I was so fucking caught up in like Brock Pierce and the Freemasons. Wild shit. Okay. Silence of the Lambs, Jodie Foster. That's like Hannibal Lecter. He ate people. Anthony Hopkins, you know him?
Yep.
He did Westworld, one of my favorite shows ever.
I have no idea, I just haven't watched it.
Westworld is one of my favorite shows ever. Can watch it multiple times and pick up on more and more. Inside Man. Denzel Washington, you know him?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
One of my favorite movies ever. Inside Man.
White, right?
Who? Inside Man. One of the best bank robbery movies ever done. Ever.
Never seen it.
It's with Clive Owen. Okay, so Contact is the movie, the Alien movie. 1997. Probably one of the coolest alien movies. Jodie Foster's done incredible movies. Because right after she did Inside Man in 2006, in 2007 she did The Brave One with Terrence Howard. Terrence Howard's like the cop in it. And do I give it away? No. Maybe I'll talk about The Brave One in the future. This is for... I won't give it away, but it's a crazy movie. And I remember Kevin Bacon, you know him?
Yeah.
Around this time, 2007, he came out, or I don't know, whoever came out with it. He played the main actor in a crazy fucking movie at the same time, roughly, as this, I bet you. Something like... What the fuck is that noise, Rye?
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
Sound like a piggy. Squealing piggy. Kevin Bacon, he and his son, they go to like their son's hockey game or something. And after the game, they stop and get gas. And I want to say... I don't know, some gang guy or some gang guy shoots and kills his son at the gas station while he's getting gas or something. His son like goes into the gas station while he's pumping the gas. I think maybe the gas station's getting robbed, and his son just happens to walk in the gas station to buy something, like, I don't know, drink or something, and the robber shoots his son and he kills him.
Jeez.
And so Kevin Bacon shaves his head and goes and kills everyone in this gang, or goes and like stalks where this gang hangs out, goes at night and murders them all, type of deal. I swear that's like around that time, 2007, 2006. Crazy movie. They don't make crazy good movies like that anymore. But it was crazy. What could it be called, right? I watched it.
Taken is the best bank robbing movie ever.
But I swear I
Or
watched
Takers, I think it's called.
that year, 2007, Death Sentence. I swear that's the movie. I ain't reading no fucking plot like that. Nick Hume, a mild-mannered executive with a perfect life, until a gruesome night he witnesses something that changes him forever. Transformed by grief, Hume eventually comes to the disturbing conclusion that no length is too great when protecting his family. With his beloved high school hockey star son murdered before his eyes as part of a gang initiation rite, the mild-mannered family man and successful insurance executive Nick Hume finds himself losing hope in the justice system. As a result, seething with revenge, Nick buys a long, double-barreled 12-gauge Rossi Overland shotgun and summons up the courage to start a war with the hardened criminal, Bill Darley, and his gang of street thugs. And I'm telling you, bro, I remember he shaves his head in the bathroom. That's what it, like, I remember in, like, he does it in real life. Like, he shaved his head in real life. Remember, like, yeah, but 2007, that same year, Kevin Bacon fucking goes on fucking a killing spree of these guys that killed his son. Death Sentence, it's called. Pretty cool movie.
And then watch it.
But the Brave one with Jodie Foster. Terrence Howard's in that, and he's the cop. And he's pretty, no matter what, if he's wrong about everything, he's super intelligent still. If his theories are wrong, but he can't be wrong. He's not wrong about everything, because he's created things that he has patents for. He has things these drones that fly around that there was none before this. He is super intelligent.
That's actually really cool. I've seen that part on the movie.
He's super intelligent no matter what. Bro, are you watching that podcast?
What one?
The Terrence Howard PBD one.
You can tell me about it.
At the end of this podcast, he says, if people don't take him seriously, I'm taking this to China. He says they're stopping me. He says they took my passport, the government, for child support, and then I fought it, and then they said taxes, and so I've had to fight that. He's like, they won't let me go to Dubai, because they don't want they're trying to suppress his tech. He says, and he says, fuck them. He's like, I'm gonna put shit online then. Like, it's so no.
Jeez.
So no matter what, if this is true, that Terrence Howard does have something that they are suppressing, and he puts it out there for free, and just open sources it, other governments will try it, right? There's certain governments that are gonna try and see if it's right. So it's gonna be like, something is going to happen. I have a tab open for him because I needed to know over the past couple years. I needed to keep a tab on. This guy seems pretty fucking determined, right?
Oh, he wants his message up there.
Mm-hmm. So I gotta keep an eye on what he's doing. I see. Yeah, they're they're crucifying people in Syria. It's pretty fucked. I don't know why the United States, and I know why Israel. I don't know why the United States wanted Bashar al-Assad to be overthrown by a former ISIS member, because they're literally putting people, they're crucifying them. The last time I heard about people getting crucified was the Soviets were doing it to the Germans after World War II. They were taking the women and fucking crucifying them on doors. And they were like running over people with tanks on the street, kids and fucking babies and shit. Crazy what the Soviets are doing to the Germans. But in Syria right now, they're not even killing these people. They're putting them, fucking nailing them to fucking crosses. Christians, crazy. Right now. Christians, yeah, they're Christian. If you're a Christian, you're getting fucking crucified in Syria right now. Seen a picture of Giannis in a Lakers jersey. Think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, would that be pretty cool? Because they need to bring on the new franchise, right? LeBron's almost out of there. And Luka, Giannis, how cool would that be? Incredible, right?
Yeah, it would be wild.
It would really show It would really show corruption in the NBA. That it seems like LA is a big market, so they have to make it an appealing team, right?
Maybe Ja there too.
I don't think so, bud.
What?
I think he's got to do his own thing in Memphis. He shouldn't be there, to be honest. It's probably not ideal for people you can hang out with. What am I seeing, Ryan? What are you seeing?
What are you seeing? Let me see.
Who's gonna buy TikTok? I'm pretty nervous about it. I don't like this. Who's gonna, bro? I don't like. I don't use it.
You think they're gonna sell it?
Tomorrow.
No.
There's supposed to be a sale tomorrow. Someone's about to get a lot of people's information. Whoever gets it is about to get tons of people's information. It's just not China getting it anymore. So if
I hope it's Elon.
They're never letting Elon do it.
Yeah, I hope it's Elon.
They're never letting him do it. It would be fucking crazy. The people would go insane. The people will go insane.
Bro, I hope it's it.
Bro, the people will go insane. But
oh god.
if say Jeff Bezos buys it, everyone's information, this is what happens. Everyone's information, like all the stuff that you upload onto TikTok from now on, goes onto Jeff Bezos's cloud, which the government pays to use. Jeff Bezos has the biggest storage cloud in the world, and the government uses it. So the government, my guess is they're like, hey, we'll make a deal. We let you buy. We give you it. We give you TikTok. We approve your sale, and we just want access to the information you're getting from TikTok. Ching ching. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm nervous about. That's what I'm nervous about. We'll look this up. I seen this. One of the Rothschilds houses is up for sale.
Yeah, 207 million. What do they call it, a fucking house?
Yeah, it would be quite a bit of money as a Canadian. It's pretty gigantic, eh?
What?
180 million pounds.
Bro, it's fucking massive.
2,718 acres. Really close to Paris. Oh, we'll definitely leave this tab open. It's not even a. What? I don't think it's a Rothschild house anymore. Said the Rothschild family held the estate for over a century before selling it to King Hassan II of Morocco in the early 80s.
Oh. They're just advertising it like that?
Yep. Because if they said King Hassan II, not as many people would be interested.
Mm-hmm.
Smart, like baiting, like smart. I get it.
Marketing.
Mm-hmm. Almost 100,000 square foot, 127 rooms. It's funny that on another article down here from 2024, that's in February 2025, April 2024, castle owner by Rothschilds, King of Morocco seeks 452 million. Looks like he had to fucking drop his price, eh?
Bro, it looks so shitty in there.
He probably paid for that Rothschild article.
Yeah.
I need to get more eyes on this thing. Buddy, there's only
Yeah.
a few people in the world that can buy that thing.
Fucking hundreds of millions of dollars.
Mm-hmm. I hear, and we're gonna see if this is actually true, that Javier Milei was gonna release files about Nazis because they went to Argentina. A lot of them. Did Hitler?
Right?
So it's a good possibility, in my opinion. No update. Remember I was telling you about it before? Last year, couple years ago maybe? Remember I was saying? I was looking if because they fled, there's a whole town there. That's why, like, look at the color of fucking Messi. Does he look like he's Alex Pereira or fucking any of those people down there? Or Cheeto Vera? Does fucking Lionel Messi look like that? You see Christina Aguilera? Fucking, her dad's from down there. A lot of these people are fucking white from down there.
Straight up.
Because there was that many Germans that went there. I really can't imagine that the United States and like Britain would and the Vatican, I can't imagine they would just allow that kind of stuff to get produced by a small country like that. And I guess Trump's, I don't know how many documents and stuff we'll get over the 4 years, but I guess he's getting some stuff released.
Any corruption, at least.
There's a lot to release on numerous topics, but we'll see. He should be telling us what's up with Thomas Crooks. Like, bro, who shot your fucking ear? Like, what's up?
Why do we know nothing?
What's up with that? Tell us about that. Maybe he wants to be pretty fucking thorough, and it hasn't really been that long since he got in there and trying to get access to that stuff. And I imagine, yeah, you want to keep as quiet as possible about what you can find, and then eventually he'll probably come out like maybe. Okay, I don't trust them. They're not going to tell me anything I probably haven't even looked up before, but nothing yet. I'm sure it will tell me. Terrence Howard, man, he was saying, he was talking about Hollywood, man, and he was talking about that, bro. And Patrick Bet David said at the end of it, he's like, I didn't see this podcast going there right at the end, because he was like talking about all these people giving up their manhood. He's like, they're giving up their manhood young. He's like, that's what goes on in Hollywood. He's like, I didn't do no gay things, no gay roles. I didn't kiss no guys. He's like, a lot of people, he's like, once you give up your manhood, you can never get it back. And a lot of these people, they can never stop thinking about it. That's why they do drugs. That's why they kill themselves. Like, bro, it was crazy. The last 5 minutes of the podcast of him, that's what it was. The last 5 minutes of the podcast. He talked about the Diddy parties. He's like, I went there to, like, bro, it was crazy. He's like, Diddy invited me over. This is the Hustle and Flow days. He invited me over to, like, teach him how to act or something like that. And then he just, like, watched him and stuff. He just looked at him, he said. And then he asked him, like, to come back and, like, have him rap for him and shit like that. Rapped and stuff, and he's just looking at him. And then he said, like, his manager or assistant or something like that said, like, Puff wanted me to go over there. And he's like, for what? And he's like, I'm pretty sure he wants to fuck you. And he's like, that's when I cut off communications.
What the
Bro, it was crazy. Terrence Howard doesn't give a fuck, like, he doesn't give a fuck. You can tell he doesn't give a fuck. But bro, he really emphasized that a lot of these people get their manhood taken young, in Hollywood when they go there, and like the music business, like it just made me think of like Meek Mill and shit. You ever see his responses once the accusations came out?
Yeah.
He loves pussy, right? Like, it's almost like that one guy. I love women. I'm not gay anymore.
That's gangster ass one.
Terrence Howard was like, yeah, like he's like, these women fuck these producers. Like, he wasn't swearing the whole podcast, but he swore at the end, right? And he's like, yeah, these girls fuck these producers. Yeah, they get an Oscar, but like they have to try to live with themselves after. Like, it was so funny. Oh, he did. Like, he did in the last. I'm like, this is insane, bro. Let me fucking get it. I'll tell you a tiny bit of it, because I know I took a screenshot. I'm like, oh my god, bro. PBD's about to get a huge good clip of it, like a clip from it. $204 in this podcast.
So after I'm done here today, I'm going to put online the. Was that there's a lot of things that people do that end up sitting and they can't get over it, and they got to keep getting high hoping to get it out of their head. Well, when you lose your man card, that's the only thing I can think of. You lose your damn man card.
What is that? What do you mean by that?
You give up your ability, your right to being a man. A man don't take it, a man gives it. So when you give up that man card, you don't get that back.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. You don't get that back. You come into this world as a man one time. You give up that right for anything, for fear of being hurt, fear of somebody doing something, for wanting to gain something. When you give up that man card right, you lose some spiritual energy that has always been pushing through. Like if a woman gives up her womanly right of being a mother and taking care of her family and do all those things. When you give up those things, but when you give up your manhood, I've never seen somebody recover from it. That was all the people that went to the Puffy parties. That was all the people that did all those things thinking that there was never going to be a consequence for what they were doing. Got punked out and pimped out by some greater desire. You shouldn't have a greater desire than being a man. So I believe that's a big problem with a lot of the actors out there because they get fluid, and next thing you know, once you go fluid, it's gone. You don't have any foundation to pull yourself back from. So maintain your man card, no matter what.
Man, I mean, you know, one of the things you're seeing, you went to a whole different place.
Sorry.
No, I get it. So you see some guys struggling with that. You see Bieber struggling with that. You see some of these guys struggling with that.
They can't get it out of their head. They can't get it out of their head. The things that they did, no matter how they did it, whether they were drunk or high or whatever, you gave up your man card. You need therapy. And that's the thing that hurts them the most. And so they end up on drugs, end up every way to try and get rid of any principles there are. And that's what the business does. And the women that trade their bodies to go and get the role, they get to the point where they have their Oscar, they have their money, but they don't have their dream. They don't have the soul that they started with. So it's like achieving don't mean anything. If I get all the Nobel Prizes from doing all of this, but in the process I have to trade out all of my integrity to do it so that they can stay in place, what benefit is that if I lose my integrity? You got to go in as a principal. And what we were brought in here as men, we produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat for a reason, because the aggression is necessary.
This NASA scientist is sitting next to him.
No matter what.
Hey, did you ever have the opportunity where you got invited and you said no to it?
Hell yeah.
What was the
Hell
consequence
yeah. I
when you
mean,
said no?
Puffy invited me for weeks, asking me to come and teach him how to, wanted me to be his acting coach for a while. Go there and he's sitting around just looking.
I described him pretty well, right?
He's just looking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Then next thing you know, okay, hey, will you help me? I want to hear your music. So I come over there and I play the music. And he's sitting there just looking at me, like waiting. Okay. So then my assistant was like, he wants to hang out with you next week. And I was like, for what? He's like, I think he's trying to fuck you. That's what my assistant said. I was like, oh, okay. Now I get it. So now no more communication. Now you know to be hands off with somebody. A number of producers come in to make the approach, and you threaten to punch them in the mouth, or threaten to knock their head off for talking to you or looking at you like you're a woman. When you approach a real man about his masculinity, you're going to get a real reaction back. It's a difference when a guy walks in a room and when a man walks into a room. And a man don't take the same things that a guy will accept. So always be the man in the room. And that's always been my whole thing, and have lost businesses because I don't bend over in that way. I don't compromise. I don't play gay roles. I don't kiss a man. I don't do that shit because the man card means everything.
I had no idea we're going to go this direction with the podcast. This is absolutely. But listen, we've talked about it. We've had a lot of the guys.
I described what he said, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was serious about it. He's serious about your man card.
Straight up, eh?
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty interesting. This is pretty crazy. So I liked Terrence Howard, the actor, for a long time. And then, I liked Terrence Howard, this person, too. Will Smith has, a new rap album out. I don't know if you've seen. I haven't listened to it yet. And I don't know if I can. Because I have the same kind of... It's different, but, how what's his name?
You're gay.
No, what's the guy's name? Leangelo? Is that his name?
Yeah.
It's tough for me. Jello. It's tough for me to listen to that guy because I think he's dumb. I think I've seen him do and say stupid things a lot when he was younger. It's tough for me to be taking his music seriously. Will Smith, because he's a cuck, it's super tough for me. No, I knew he was, and he did a good job being Venus and Serena Williams' dad in that biography movie. That was real good. It was real good.
He's a good actor.
He's a good actor. I don't know if I can do the music. I'm gonna probably have to listen to it. But I don't know if I can do it because, man, it's super tough. He was the man when I was growing up. He was the fucking man, right?
He's alright.
Will Smith was the man. Him and LL Cool J were the guys. They were the coolest. And damn, being a cuck is tough for me to. It's tough for me to respect that.
So I would never listen to that.
Tough for me. And then, so who else was I gonna just say? Then there's, Damon Wayans, you know him? My Wife and Kids?
Yep.
He's on Shannon Sharp's podcast. I seen a clip, and I'm gonna watch it, but man, I know that I'm pretty sure, cheated on his wife with the girl in that show.
Oh, when she was underage?
I don't know if she was underage. I don't think she was, but she was young.
Oh, man, who cares?
Yeah, well, like, maybe, I don't know if she was. I'm not trying.
Good for him, no?
I don't know that. Well, he cheated on his.
If she wasn't underage.
But she cheated on his wife and like, fucked that shit up. And you ever see his son, like he's been on like what do you call it? He's friends with Rick Glassman. You know who I'm talking about? Damon Wayans Jr.
Yeah.
He's in some funny movies and shit. That one fucking movie with that one good actor.
I remember that one.
It's like 21 and Over, maybe. I think it's called. I think it's with that one guy. You know War Dogs with Jonah Hill?
Yeah, I like that movie.
You know the guy the white guy there? What's that guy's name? Miles Teller.
Miles Turner?
No, Teller, that guy.
From Top Gun, that guy.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I think I was gonna. Even though I heard it was good, I still would feel
It
like.
was really cool. That's the only one I've seen out of them all.
For real, it was good. You liked it. I'll give it a shot because you don't.
I watched it in theaters. It was really cool.
You don't like too many things, so I'll watch it if you think it's good enough.
It is. So is Spider-Man and Tom Holland, all of them.
I liked him. I haven't
All
watched.
of them?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't watched a Marvel movie in quite a while though. It's tough for me to watch
What
that
was
stuff.
that?
It's tough for me to watch that stuff because I don't.
I don't watch it.
I hate that one girl, Brie Larson, I believe her name is. Maybe it's not that her. Maybe that's not her name, but Brie Larson is what I think that girl's name is. She's like, I don't fucking know, Mrs. Marvel or some fucking thing like that. And it's just, it was I watched the movie and it sucked. And then I just like don't like. I don't know. Seemed like just it was getting kind of gay.
So all I know that is, yeah.
Huh?
I say who Brie Larson is.
She does, I don't know, Nissan commercials maybe? She does car commercials.
Never seen her name.
I don't like her. I want to check out, I've been hearing the Vatican brought up, that meetings go on there. Like when there's like countries having negotiations, I'm hearing the Vatican is involved. I really thought that the Vatican had its downfall and it was over for them with the mobs kind of going down in mafias back in the day, and then all the fucking of kids. Like the amount of the amount of kid fuckers that they let go there from around the world. Like they fucking, there's no extradition. You don't, like, no country, they'll never give anybody up. They have tons of them there. If they get caught in places, they get them fucking back there. It's a bunch of bullshit. And it was going on forever, right? And so they took a real reputation hit when I forget what Boston newspaper came out with it, and then it just like blew up. It was going on coast to coast. It was going on everywhere. So I really thought they took a downfall, but I think they're just in the shadows. I think they do have tons of power. I got to do a lot more looking. a lot more looking. They're mischievous. You know what I mean? They're mischievous. The Vatican.
I know another group like that.
I think the Vatican's maybe one of the scariest places ever, because that's where that's possibly where the Roman Empire still stems from. Like, it never died. It's like the oldest, most powerful place that still stands possibly is there. That's my opinion.
It's kind of wild.
It has so many generations of just like high praise, like control, like these, like, you know what I mean? Like, everyone thought, just like people like are gush over the fucking royal family, like the British royal family there.
Yeah, for no reason.
For no reason. The German British royal family. That's how the Pope was always, just before the kid fucking, that everyone loved the Pope, you know what I mean? Because people were religious for thousands of years. And so, in that, like, thousands of years of popes, like, like maybe not thousands, but like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, 1,000 something years of, maybe 2,000 years, like, I don't fucking know how long, but generations of popes. Like, that's a long time to keep power.
Yeah. Not good.
It seems like everything maybe still goes through there. I forget what negotiation it was. It was something with, like, I think about the Russian-Ukrainian, like a Russian-Ukrainian, I don't know if it was for a ceasefire or it was for an agreement, like an ending agreement. Within the past couple of years, I can't remember, like, but I know it was about that conflict, and I think it was done at the Vatican. But like, when that person, I think it might have been Jeffrey Sachs mentioning it, and it didn't, like, he wasn't stating that it was at the like, he wasn't like that it's weird that it's at the Vatican. He was just like, yeah, like, he was saying, like, giving a proof, giving, like, there was a meeting, and it was like and at the Vatican, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was just like saying, like, and so, like, and then this is what happened from then. But like, I'm like, what? Like, why was it at the Vatican? And like, it was a few months ago, I think, like, he might have said this, and but I'm like, what? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And then more recently, I heard the Vatican be involved in something. I'm like, so I got in here, Vatican's still in control. It's just in my notes from, when's that? April 3rd? Is that yesterday? I must have heard something. Yeah, it's from yesterday.
Yeah.
I must have heard something within the last 24 hours that made me think the Vatican's still in control. I hear some bad stuff's going on in South Africa. Got to look into it. I want to look into, apparently, okay, so you know the Gulag in Russia?
Like in...
You know it from Call of Duty?
Yeah.
So, like, it's a real place. Like, that's like what, it's a prison camp in Russia. That
Is it nice?
It's in Siberia. It's in the freezing fucking cold. And you just, like, break rocks.
It's inside?
Hey, it's outside, where you break rocks with, like, a pickaxe and stuff, that kind of stuff. Hey, real, you just do labor till you die type of deal.
You don't get out?
Not a lot. Not usually high chances. Depending at the time in history you were sent there. But it's definitely not somewhere you want to be in, and it ages you probably pretty quickly. I guess they were trying to build a canal, and it never worked out, or they never used it. And I'm like, I wonder what that looks like. So I'm gonna look into that. This is just in the last day here of thoughts I've had. Oh, do you hear, bro? Did you hear Candace talking about Kanye West and Harley Pasternak? because
No.
that's a good, interesting, deep dive to be going into, like the Brock Pierce. So like I've been looking into, because a lot of the MK Ultra stuff that everyone talks about is the United States stuff, but it was going on here. And I've read it on these episodes different times. A few of the places and the people that were doing it here. Because McGill University, they were doing it. Where Kamala's mom, that's the first time I heard it, was Kamala's mom worked at McGill University when she divorced Kamala's dad. She got a job at McGill University. And I forget what, but like in her profession, whatever it was for, like she could be in that department type of deal, to be like knowing that stuff, Kamala's mom. And they were doing like a lot of research on MK Ultra, and then the girl, well, she's a woman now. There's a woman that's been accusing Pierre Trudeau for decades of pissing on her and stuff, like, and like underage shit, yeah, and underage shit. Kathy O'Brien, and she like claimed a long time ago, when everyone like for sure was saying she's crazy, and she's been telling the same story for decades, and back then people were for sure telling her she's crazy, that they would do these like mind control experiment like things to her, and now there's more proof than ever that her claims from decades ago are more legit than ever, and she has been naming Pierre Trudeau for decades, and other people, but like her, and this Harley Pasternak guy worked in like Canadian like Canadian like defense. This Harley Pasternak guy was like Kanye's trainer or something like that. Kanye West's fucking trainer was this Harley Pasternak guy, and I can't wait to look into this guy more, because Candace is only going to be able to do it for a little bit longer and have her kid. So she's only going to be able to look up so much stuff. So I got to look up this Harley Pasternak guy. This guy looks like he MK Ultras people. It looks like, because people sometimes have to go away when it doesn't work out.
Always.
And some of this Harley Pasternak's clients that Candace was naming had to go away forever. And multiple of them had what Kanye said, what they were doing to him, like doping him up, like, and shit like that back then. And people said he was crazy, right? Well,
Yep.
Well, he looks more right all the time.
Everything he ever said is true.
And this is this is the first time really that I heard Candace go off. And you know, she's real pregnant, so that's probably why, because she really went off on this Harvey Pasternak guy, and I've never heard her talk about Kanye very much besides having an interview with him. She always avoids. She doesn't want to throw him under the bus ever. She really had his back the past couple episodes. In this last one of these last ones, not the Ian Carroll one, the last one, man, she's going hard on this Harley Pasternak guy. And I constantly worry for Candace's life, because she chooses enemies from total different circles, like from a wide range of circles. She is choosing enemies.
And some of the worst ones.
It's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
It's dangerous. Okay. We'll rock another one of these before you leave, maybe fucking tomorrow or Sunday morning. Just rip the hour 9. Deuces.
Deuces.